Hello and welcome back to Shadow of Mordor, and in this part we will be, I believe we're still continuing more side missions before we go and clean out the end of the game. Because we need to do 2 more Outcast Rescue missions, 1 more Bow Legend, and 2 more Dagger missions, as well as 2 survival challenges. And 2 more hunting challenges.
Welcome to the shadow of the Tootsie Lollipop. We are still crunching through the candy outer shell in order to reach the gooey Tootsie Roll Center.
Not really. I mean, the gooey Tootsie Roll center of this game is, a cutscene boss, so...
Yes, it is most savory.
So, I think in this part, after we go and rescue these outcasts, we will be doing the last 2 outcast missions that we need to do in order to officially reach 50%.
Wait, is that guy possessed?
Yes, that guy is possessed.
Why is possessed man slapping around your friends?
There was another prisoner. He distracted the guards when we ran.
None of you motherfuckers move or the Uruk gets it.
Yeah. Okay, so the reason why that is because despite the fact that you have them branded, that doesn't mean that you're in direct control of them. And in fact, well, they're still supposed to be going through Uruk society as normal.
That's funny. That is very funny. Like,
which is why this guy, despite having pretty much no one else that he needs to look out for, it's still actually labeled as an outcast that we need to rescue.
My name is Ridgeback the Flaming Orc. Hi, Ridgeback. I've been branded for 2 weeks, and I found that the supervisory roles have not done their job, and I'm disgruntled. So I decided to leave the branded behind and make my own clan of sub-branded.
That would almost work. I mean...
Sub-branded.
the main issue that would bring up is the fact that Celebrimbor can execute the branded at any point once we get dispatch, and we need dispatch for a sword legend later.
Oh, so we could just remote kill the orcs that we branded?
After a certain point, we can't do it quite yet.
Dang, bro. So it's like. Like Jason Patrick from the Lost Boys. I want your blood. I want your soul. You're going to give them to me. Headshot. Headshot.
And go for stealth brand and also attempt to get some info from him. Gain intel.
It's
Thank
like,
you.
All right, I get it. You branded me, you threatened me, now I'm telling you stuff, all right?
Not a very good time, scum. Your friends got away, but left you to take the punishment.
Yeah, but you see, we're right here. So, do you really want to taunt your prisoner that much?
Stop it.
And free. Thank you.
There are more of us up ahead.
Yelling Uruk man just really needs pat on the back in order to be comfortable for once in his goddamn life.
I've mentioned this before, but the action parkour that Talion attempts to go through usually ends up screwing you over more than helping you out. Well, not usually, honestly, but it can screw you over more than helping you out, and it's rather annoying when it does that.
What, trying to be stealthy while doing parkour?
Not trying to be stealthy, but while you're trying to parkour, you sometimes end up going just in totally the wrong direction.
Oh, so like Assassin's Creed.
Yes, very much like Assassin's Creed.
Oh, that's a forgivable game mistake. I mean, the worst parkour mistakes I've made in Assassin's Creed, it was always I'm trying to hide from people. They're below me. There's like fucking 7 of them. and then instead of jumping forward, I jump slightly right into the dog pile, and I break my stealth.
Yeah.
That's about it. But then, unless of course the mission is over as soon as you get discovered, then you could just either run away or kill everybody.
Like the dagger missions, because the Forging the Legend of the Dagger, once you break stealth, the mission's over, and
Right.
it sucks.
Damn it.
It's why I don't honestly want to do all the dagger missions, because the majority of them are just, hey, you have to perfect stealth here or else you lose.
No. Help your slave friends. They are defenseless against the barbarism.
I'm barbaric enough.
Wait. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get to show off the fact that the iframes totally exist while you're branding people. It's very nice.
Sweet. I love iframes.
Iframes are the king, at least in action platformers.
There are others nearby. Please help Rachel.
Brand.
But that basically means, so the way I would do that is, if I fell into a group of enemies, I'd start branding somebody. What the hell?
Shadow kill.
That was a really cool one.
You are welcome.
Because as soon as you teleported, your blade was already in his throat.
Yep.
It traveled at the speed of light.
Not the speed of light, honestly, closer to the speed of sound. Explosions.
So what else is new in the world of Gurdat?
Not a heck of a lot. I'm still trying to do the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles run that I've set up for a while.
Yeah.
Kalinda is not being nice to me. It just isn't. I've run Kalinda on cycle 2 like 4 times already. Just in the past couple of days, and it still won't drop for me the goddamn flame salad. And the flame salad is honestly the last thing I really need before I go and try and take down Reem.
Please, just give it to me. I know you have it.
Please. I know it's there. It just isn't spawning. Instead, I end up getting flame armor, or worse, flame shield. I can't use a shield because I'm a Uruk. I can only use the flame salad. And the flame armor is not actually as good an armor as the mithril armor that I'm currently wearing, nor is it as good as the diamond armor that I kind of want to go and pick up. Problem with getting the diamond armor, of course, is that, well, I have to go to Canal Kara to get it, or Rubina Teray, and I'm fucking not doing Rubina Teray. Fuck that.
You got me hung up on the flaming shield, like somebody actually holding a flaming shield. How?
It's not
hot,
okay.
hot,
It's
hot,
not a flaming
hot,
shield. Thankfully.
Put it down. What?
You see, how they make the flame shield in Crystal Chronicles is they smelt a normal buckler out of steel, but the steel that they use specifically is imbued with magma rocks, which have fire resistant properties.
Right, fire resistant, not fire absorbent.
Right. I mean, you can get fire immunity if you pair a piece of flame armor with the flame shield, but come on, ghouls.
Why would
We're
somebody?
forming a ghoul train.
Why would somebody make a shield like this? All it does is burn you. I can't hold it.
Well, you would make a shield like that in order to throw it at your enemies as an awesome flaming frisbee.
Oh God, I'm trying to think if there was an action movie hero who actually did that. He like drops his weapon so the enemy will pick it up and say, "Oh, thanks, I'll take that back from you now while killing you."
I'm pretty sure several action movie protagonists have done that. Last night, just before bed, Zach recommended that I go and watch John Wick again. And I was like, you know what? John Wick is a great fucking movie. So yeah, I watched John Wick last night. And yeah, I gotta say that John Wick is really enjoyable. It's a very slow burn, to be perfectly honest. But the action that you get out of it is just such high quality that it's honestly really worth it.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves still makes a pretty enthralling action movie hero.
Which is weird because, you know, he's pretty much doing the same Joe Everyman shtick that he did for the Matrix, and he got a lot of flack for that because he had no fucking character. But in John Wick, it actually works very well, specifically because, well, he's got a lot of characters to play off of, and his Everyman shtick is his cover. So, and with that, we have successfully forged half of Ascar.
Sweet. Get that thing. Get in that thing, Talion.
And some mushrooms. Mushrooms are great.
Mushrooms are good. You eat them, you should.
Alright, and now we're going to head over to this dagger mission, and then I think we'll actually be attempting this dagger mission. I don't think that we clear it, though, because I think this is the dagger mission that wants us to stalk a particular informant to pretty much the end of a ruin, so that we can execute all of the information that's being leaked out.
But meanwhile, random encounters.
Yes. And dead.
Unbroken.
We're free. They beat us every day.
We are going to break with our fists, which will remain unbroken.
He has intel for us.
Alright, so you don't have to kill them, but you can travel, you don't have to kill them. I've got mud on my face.
I mean, that's supposed to be tied to the fact that his title is Blackheart. But let's be clear, he just decides not to wash the mud off his face.
I fell one day and I said, "Well, I kind of like this." I look in the mirror. I look like, well, I look pretty good.
Well, rather intimidating. Yeah, a knife in the dark.
He descended on the enemy camp late at night.
Or is this the brutalized mission?
Kill all orcs without being detected.
No. This is the optional objective for this is honestly pretty simple. All we got to do is stealth brand the defenders. However, you do have to, you know, stealth brand the defenders in order to get it to work.
There's a dude. We can do Shadow Strike. Too slow.
Well, Shadow Strike would require us to actually expend 2 elf shot, and it's not actually a stealth action.
I'm hearing things. Stay on your guard. It might.
That's right.
Tracked and
You hear that?
ledge kill.
Boom. Kill all. Okay, kill all Uruks. There's a lot of.
Detected.
We got a lot of yellow dots to go find.
Yep. Thankfully, a good portion of them are archers. So once we actually get most of the archers down, then it should be relatively simple to do. Speaking of simple things, we actually picked up a shitload of fruit from. I want to say it was from a farmer's market yesterday. So now there's like this whole 10-pound crate of blueberries to go through. It is very nice to have blueberries.
Well, you better get them all while they're fresh, because I mean, 10 pounds of blueberries. That's a lot of blueberries.
It is a lot of blueberries.
Jesus, I hope you guys like making smoothies.
I don't think that anyone in the house actually enjoys smoothies enough to actually go through the process of juicing blueberries for it.
And then I was going to bring up almond milk. I read something rather surprising today. I guess I think it's like the Food and Drug Administration. They want to update the specifications for the word milk, so that non-dairy products can no longer be called milk. They have to be called something else.
So it would be almond juice now?
That's what I thought too. The first word I thought of was juice, and said, no, it's not juice, because juice comes from fruit. Almond is not a fruit, it's a nut.
Okay, so would it be an almond shake then?
It'd be Almond shake would be good. In the next part, we may realize that maybe just fine with almond water, please. I would like a glass of almond water, thank you.
Oh God, no, that sounds nasty.